In 1951, I worked as a cocktail pianist in New Orleans' French Quarter nightclub district. I was only 18 years old, and all my showbiz peers were older than me, including musical greats like Al Hirt, Louis Prima, Pete Fountain, Bill Williams, and comedians like Shecky Green and Frankie Ray, and beautiful erotic dancers like Callan Tan, Marsha Edgington, and Lily Christine the Cat Girl. Despite the fact that segregation was still the law and gay bashing was still a popular attitude, New Orleans French Quarter at that time was a haven for artists, intellectuals, gays, and at least among performers, racial equality. The only difference was that if I wanted to talk to Bill Williams, he had to stand behind the bar while I sat on a bar stool. At one point, I worked as a cocktail pianist for Shecky Green and Frankie Ray in a French Quarter club they owned. Frankie wanted to be America's Federico Fellini, writing, directing, and producing films of social significance and controversy. But despite his fertile imagination and ability to write comedy gag lines, he had never written anything down on paper. Eventually, he would write, direct, and produce 20 films and 4 plays. But back then, he was just the screenwriter wannabe. When he found out I was also a published photojournalist, he asked me to write screenplays with him on a 50-50 basis. This led me to writing special material and specialty songs for various French Quarter entertainers. In turn, this led me to write an original musical comedy, which took me 50 years to complete after being sidetracked writing screenplays with Frankie Ray and with another French Quarter entertainer named Johnny Aladdin and with controversial nightclub comedian Lenny Bruce. I collaborated with Lenny Bruce for 10 years, but after he died in 1966, I turned from writing screenplays with collaborators to writing books solo. The Piano Lover trilogy is a story whose characters and relationships are based on my experiences in the French Quarter, New York, and Hollywood. The names of the principal characters are changed, and the location and timing of the events are changed so that my musical could come to life, if only in the minds of sympathetic readers. Now, if one of you out there might be a Broadway stage producer or possibly a recording artist, you should know that the second book of this trilogy includes the complete script and score of my musical with 15 original new songs. The title character in this trilogy is, surprise, surprise, a cocktail pianist in New Orleans' French Quarter nightclub district. His life is complicated by 4 beautiful women, 2 young women from diverse poles of society who love him in their own unique ways, and 2 older women who attempt to control him for mysterious reasons. A biracial gay choreographer recruits him to write the score for a musical, the premise of which is that God is a woman, and she sent an angel who looks and sounds like Louis Armstrong to tell a straight cocktail pianist in a gay club that she's pissed with humanity and wants him to write songs telling humanity to shape up, or they'll end up destroying the unique little blue marble they live on. The musical causes a religious, a racist, and a homophobic backlash on Broadway, in part because one of the female lead love interests is a beautiful young female impersonator. and in part because this trilogy is laid in the 1950s and 60s at the beginning of the black and gay civil rights movements. The Hollywood producers of this musical's film version are equally scared of the subject matter. The supporting cast in this trilogy include a lot of Broadway and Hollywood stars I've known and worked around, so they are drawn with factual accuracy and some imperfections even Luella Parsons didn't know about. This trilogy, like most of my books, is not for children or people who expect car chases or violence or easily defined heavy villains. All of my characters have a little bit of good and bad, feminine and masculine, and like anybody who has researched their family tree, ancestors of diverse nationality, race, and backgrounds. One thing this book does have, hopefully, is a lot of unexpected twists and turns, and some unusual relationships that might tickle your funny bone, or even your libido. I have more than 10 books in publication, all available in print and digital editions from Amazon.com, BarnesandNoble.com, and any bookseller via the book's ISBN number. Read descriptions and excerpts of all my books on the publisher's website, www.mediamaestro.net. If you are a film producer, I have screenplays available of all my books. If you are a news director or host of any media venue, print, radio, TV, podcast, I am available for phone or Skype interviews. Contact me at williamcarlthomas@gmail.com. That's Carl with a K. If you are a reader who liked my work, please post a reader review on Amazon or Barnes & Noble's websites. Or if you are a reader who wants to criticize or communicate with me for any reason, I welcome your feedback via williamcarlthomas@gmail.com. Thank you for listening, and I look forward to hearing from you.